Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the first game of the day. It's Team Raze versus Team Hive. It's me, Ahmed, your caster, and I'm joined by Engineer Bunny.
Yeah, hi everybody.
Okay, so the lineup for Team Raze is Wicked, Insanity, Nerf Me Easy, Solar Neons, and Scar Neons, followed by Mystic Glow and Lost Mist. Abdullah Riaz, and they'll be fighting Hive Esports. So it's Bakatona Hive, Phantom, Sunsmirchy, Prodigy, Ptolemy, Brainless, and Mushy. And the map that we will be playing on today is Clubhouse. So let's go. And Team Rays will be starting on defense on Clubhouse. So let's see how they do this. Clubhouse, pretty straightforward.
आइए
Oh,
ना वैसे ही आवाज
we
This is
might
definitely one of my
lose.
favorite maps, so this is gonna be exciting to see.
Yeah, and we're not on Clubhouse.
Oh, we're on coastline.
We're just, it's just, we're gonna have to go for a short rehost. The map was supposed to be Clubhouse, anyways. We'll see you in just a bit.
We will be back.
Yeah, I can see it. Tell me when we're back. Okay, so we are back with the operator bans at Clubhouse. We're finally on the right map with the teams. Maverick being banned by RAZE. Interesting. So Clubhouse usually sees either one, sometimes two Heartbeater bans. So Maverick is nothing out of the blue here. Probably Hibana or Jackal. Jackal's been a very hard ban in ranked. So okay, they actually did not ban anything. Okay, that
Maybe they
is
have some
fair enough.
strategy to it. I don't know.
I can't understand. I don't know. Like Clubhouse is a very um defender sided um map, so maybe they just want to keep all the attackers they possibly can on the board. Maybe. So there we go. Yeah, Kaid. So if they ban Kaid, they probably want to bring the Hibana instead of the Thermite. So maybe that's why they didn't ban any operator. But still, like, there's so many other operators that they could have banned. I I can't just think of
It could be
what.
mind games. You never know.
Uh,
Or maybe they
fair enough.
just weren't able to decide and didn't.
No, that just can't be it. In that case, of the game chooses which one it wants to ban out of the possible choices. You have to physically choose no operator to ban no operator. But anyway, round number one. So they're going for CCTV right off the bat. So no Kaid, and still they're going for CCTV. Fair enough. So the basement is going to be a little bit more difficult to defend. The dog coming out from Scar Neons with that beautiful elite skin. All in all, nothing too out of the blue. Pretty straightforward operator picks. The IQ and the Valkyrie. Probably the only thing that needs to be talked about. It'll be interesting to see how Mushi plays out the IQ. And round number one on CCTV. So they're not bringing a secondary heart breacher, which is interesting. Instead, they're opting to bring
Attackers need to locate and
the
defuse
Ash. There's no Maestro on the board. There is an Echo that's not banned, but they're still not bringing an Echo, and they're only bringing the Dog. So the Dog will probably be holding onto Garage. So let's see how they set up this
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
this defense setup for round number one. So yeah, that Jaeger ADS in Garage signifies the Dog will be the one holding onto Garage for as long as
10
possible.
seconds left.
Yeah, the Valkan going into Garage as well.
5 seconds remaining.
So a lot of utility being dumped inside the Garage right now. The
Attackers are heading
Budwire as well as Valkan. Skullmoy just having some difficulty with that drone. Ooh, that's a nice cam. Will probably be caught by the IQ, but had the IQ not been there, oh, there we go. Didn't even need to use the scanner, but fair enough. A good start on the attacker side, already taking care of one of the possible three Valcams. Four attackers spawning in on warehouse, one on main gate, regrouping outside of garage. So I I'm guessing here that they will probably go for a garage take. Nerf me just holding onto stock room. Fair enough. Um, okay.
I got a double claymore.
No one suspects two claymores, I guess. But yeah, okay. So already damage done to Prodigy though. That's the ACOG inside Garage coming into play, and Brainless actually going down. So Nerf Me taking down Brainless, and also a double kill for Nerf Me as he takes down the Jackal as well as the Ash. So that's two very good guns off the board, but that is a nice angle being held by Mushi, expecting that rotate into Garage by the Jaeger, but instead he is taken out. The Dog still holding onto that Catwalk Garage, and it's going to be very difficult now that they don't have the Jackal to pinpoint. Oh, he just misses the feet of the IQ. but the wall has finally been breached, so that is a plus for the attackers. He has breached the left side, not the central side, so the bandit can actually play a lot more safer inside. The rotation being held onto the window by the IQ all the way from the outside of the building, but they're running low on time and low on manpower, as only a minute left on the board and they haven't really made a lot of ground. The dog still holding inside garage can prove to be a menace. The crossfire being held on the top of red stairs by the bandit as the termite pushes in. He doesn't see the bandit yet. He has pushed all the way inside. He jumps over the barricade and is unable to land the shots with the pistol as Vickett takes him out. And this is going south real quick for the attackers as Hive don't know what to do. The run out coming out by Abdullah, just flexing with the SMG-11 and extended barrel, and a 1v4 for the Thatcher to fight out of. He does have the diffuser. That is the only thing going in his favor as 20 seconds left on the clock. He still has to make it towards the bomb site. 15 seconds left. This is not looking good. He's not even shot the default camera, and Abdullah just wide peeks right into the grave. So landslide of round.
That was definitely very hard for the Thatcher to do. I mean, I was if the Thatcher did that, I would just be amazed. Very
Yeah, that
amazed.
would have been a very good clutch, but everything was going against him. The time and the manpower and his position was no, he's nowhere near in a strong enough position to clutch that out. But yeah, a good start by Team Raze. They're really flexing on H1VE's force right now. So CCTV, a perfect defense there, almost flawless. Had Nerf Me not been caught out by the IQ, but now they have to defend Church. They are not bringing a bandit. Probably going to six pick. No, no
Switching
six pick.
over to the thermite.
Yeah, so that's a good pick. Always
Yeah.
double hard breach on Clubhouse is always good. You can never have less hard breach, not enough hard breach. Um, but no bandit on the
Defenders
defense
protect
side,
your bombs from being
and
defused by
the
attackers.
Echo being brought. So I really have to commend these two picks. So the Pulse and the Echo in tandem can be absolutely menacing. Especially in holding down deep armory as well as the church wall. The Pulse can play in either of these two locations and just destroy the attackers coming in. So you see the smoke actually reinforcing from the other side. So there was actually, I think it was a bug or just a feature where if the attackers shoot out the wall,
Bomb
it's
located by
really difficult.
10
Actually, it
seconds
might be impossible to impact trick any thermite charge or Hibana charge. So that's why you reinforce from the other side so the attackers can't actually shoot it down. Round number 2 underway as the Nomad being brought by the attackers this time. So Telemi on the Nomad playing the ARX. So the guns on the Nomad are still a point of contention. Yesterday we saw Hamza playing the AK. He was taking full use of that drum mag almost, the 41 round mag on the AK. But here we see the ARX and the Thatcher once again with the diffuser. Wicked now on the Jaeger holding inside strip. So this is a very aggressive stance from RAZE as he takes down Telemi. That's the Nomad down. Poor drone work coming in from Hive Esports as they're unable to spot the Jaeger in such a basic position. The strip is where you don't usually see any defenders holding on inside strip, but a fair play to him. He does get the Nomad. There is some warnings coming out on the all chat. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
so
the ship spam.
fair enough, fair enough. So okay, 4v5 once again, a similar thing to what we saw last round. This time they did not lose another man in the refrag, but they are still having some difficulty flushing out these defenders as Nerf Me falls back to the basement as the Basted fair amount of time here for the attackers to move in. They don't have the Nomad to watch for any flanks. And now it's going to be very difficult to actually move into side with constant fear that they might get flanked soon, as Prodigy and Sunsmec is holding on top of the blue hatch, waiting to see if anyone will be caught in the rotate. As Scar Neons, the pulse actually, he might actually be spotted by the IQ on the scanner, but Wicked actually gets the double kill and is finally taken out by Sunsmec. The Thatcher all on very low HP, as Wicked still holding on inside bathroom. So I don't believe he got the kill on the Hibana. It was the Jaeger and Legion actually taking down the Hibana and was refragged by the Thatcher. And now the ping's coming out finally as the Jaeger inside bathroom is spotted out, but only 20 seconds left as the attackers have really stalled out. 4v2, Star Neon's coming into play,
15 seconds
and
remaining.
Wicked still inside that strip club bathroom, finally shot out, but a double peek coming out from Abdullah as he finishes the round once again. An amazing defense and really poor drone work coming out from H1VE Sports. So their coordination and their communication is just not present. It has
It
just
was
not
a
loaded
good
in.
triple kill though from Wicked.
Yeah, Wicked holding inside that strip was a really good roam. I have to say it was really good. But at the same time, had he been droned out, had there been some sort of communication, he was a really, really easy pick because he was stuck there. There was no way he could have actually gotten out of it uh, with the way he actually got out of it, which was actually getting 3 kills. But fair play to him. Some role swaps coming out on the side of Team RAZE, as now the Jaeger's being played by the third person. So first round it was Nerf Me, then Wicked, and now Scar playing the Jaeger. Abdullah being the smoke main. Spec on to a castle from a castle. So they're defending Jim. Castle is almost a must pick for Jim because those windows are so easy for the
Defenders,
attackers to
protect your bombs
juggle
from being
through.
defused by
And
attackers.
yeah, the castle signifies that they are going to gym bedroom. Can they complete the full rotation is the real question though. If they defend this side, if they are if they're unable to defend this, they can still go back. They still have a 2-round lead and they can still defend their primary side, which was CCTV.
Bomb located by attackers.
So let's see how they decide to defend this one, because the attacker lineup hasn't actually
10
changed
seconds
much.
remaining.
So they brought the IQ last time. Now they're switching out the IQ for the Ash. Jackal still being played. I haven't seen a single Jackal ping coming out in the 2 rounds. So the
Yeah,
Jackal
I
definitely,
have not a single
yeah.
one.
So Mushi definitely needs to step up his game on the Jackal this time around, as the role play is going to be massive. The Jaeger as well as the Vigil this time coming out by Team RAZE just signifies that they will be going for an extremely deep roam. Skullmoid actually all the way in Lounge going up top stairs. So this will be possibly be the first position of contention for I think he's just signifying that he needs a way out of there, or he's just actually just being reinforced and castle barricaded into CCTV. Skillboy actually has to like fight his way out of it because there's actually no way for him to rotate back apart from red stairs. The bandit picking coming out by Wicked on the jacuzzi wall as Nerfme takes down the Ash, so that's Salemi down. As bandit picking still coming out from Wicked. Amazing bandit play here as he's already taking care of one of the possible 2 exothermic charges, and H1VE Sports have not shown up today. Scar finally a Jackal ping coming out of 2 Scar Neons as the Jaeger is forced to rotate all the way back to main stairs. He is in quite a safe haven. There is actually not a lot of ways he can actually get shot at. On the main stairs at the position he is right now, should they not be able to open up the jacuzzi wall. And as I say that, Nerf Me takes down Telemi, so the castle on main stairs has been wreaking absolute havoc as he takes down the Hibana. I don't know what the Hibana was
Attackers have
doing
dropped the
there,
bomb
as he was just
diffuser.
pushing up into bathroom when they haven't even opened up a single wall. As Scar Neons take down Mushi, so that's the Jackal off the board. So we finally saw Jackal pink, but the Jackal has once again refused to stay alive as Skullmoid pushes all the way, peeks all the way outside, gets his thermites all down to the Thatcher once again in a 1v5 this time. He gets Skullmoid on the Vigil, but Abdullah once again finishing off the round. So that's round number 3 in the books. A perfect rotation from Team RAZE.
I think the Hibana was coming up the stairs because they were maybe trying an all-around approach. I'm not sure, but Hibana would have been much more useful from if she had come from the outside as opposed from the inside.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. So they were having difficulty opening Jacuzzi wall. They had two hard breachers, and they could have easily negated that bandit trick had they worked in tandem, but I don't think the communication was there, and the Hibana instead went to pinch the lost round, and unfortunately we've lost feed. Oh, there we go. We're back. Never mind. We are back. Our feed is back, at
Attackers
least.
need to locate and
Um,
defuse as many bombs as they can.
So round number 4 on the way. They have completed a perfect rotation on Clubhouse, something that's pretty common. So I wouldn't be too surprised if it's a perfect half for Team RAZE by the looks of how
Bomb
uh,
located by attackers.
H1VE Sports have been attacking. Their attacks have been, safe to say, abysmal at this point. So they're finally changing up their strategy. They're bringing in new operators, so the Capital, the Zofia, and the Buck.
10 seconds to go.
Finally, 2 sets of nades on the side of the attackers. They've got
5
a
seconds
lot
left
of
before insertion.
throwables right now. So they've got the Abdullah here
Attackers
just
have
having a
dropped the
chat with Prodigy on his drone. Like, hello, what's up?
defender has left the area of operation.
Skullmoid now this time on the Valkyrie. Once again throwing that cam out, but this time there's no IQ, and I don't think the Valkyrie was droned out as well. So that cam is actually in a far better position to catch out this Buck that's just rushing into the doorway with the skeleton key out. It's not the best fragging gun, but he just catches the Jaeger off guard, and
Oh,
that's the
that
entry.
was good. That was absolutely beautiful.
The entry from entry from the Buck is absolutely amazing. He catches the Valkyrie downstairs as well as Brainless on this Buck is wreaking havoc on Team RAZE, and that's perfect entry for Hive Esports. And now they don't have to deal with at least one C4, and Abdullah just peeking very aggressively, and Telemi takes him down with that drum mag on the M249, and it's all down to Wicked and Me to flex those frag potentials on the Bandit and the Castle. Castle not necessarily having the best gun, holding this very aggressive angle onto window, expecting someone to possibly rush in or peek into that angle. But I think he heard the rappel, and now he
Setting Claymore! Concussion!
2v5 for the defenders to play out of with what more than a minute left. This is not looking good for the defenders at all. Nerfy opening up another rotation, but he's caught in that rotation by Telemi with the double kill on the Capital, and it's all down to Wicked. The plant going down by the Buck, as Wicked is stuck inside the garage. He is able to take down the Thermite, but that's the diffuser down, and they can now all fall back and wait for the Bandit to push them. Wicked gets the triple kill, so the clutch ace is possibly still on. He has to ace this
Defender is approaching a kill
in the
zone.
clutch to actually get the defuse down, He spots the bug, and that's the quad kill. He doesn't know the position of the last man, and he can actually stick the diffuser. Last man alive is the Zofia. The diffuser is being stuck. He hears the Zofia bolt in. He's running out of time. He has to push for this kill. He gets down on the Zofia, but unfortunately, he is unable to defuse the bomb. And what an amazing play by the bandit on the clutch. He gets the ace, but is unfortunately unable to defuse the bomb. An amazing play by the bandit.
And it was an amazing play by Hive Esports as well. If they didn't put that plant down, then this wouldn't have been possible for them
Exactly,
to win
yeah.
this round.
They got, I think what caught them out was they got too comfortable in that 5v1. They were like, okay, it's just one guy left. We're all alive. We can just chill out. But Wicked with,
The
pardon the pun,
quad
but
kill,
yeah,
yeah.
no,
No, he killed everybody. He got an ace, huh?
he actually got he got the ace. He wanted to get back to the diffuser quickly, but by the time he got to the Zofia, he just ran out of time. So it was actually a good play on part of the Zofia to waste as much time as she possibly could by just running away. Had she peeked into the bandit, she would have definitely lost that fight, as Wicked was just on top of his game there. But unfortunate, but at the same time, it just shows that Team Raze are just on
Attackers
top
need
of
to
their
locate
game
and
right now.
defuse
And
the
had it
bomb.
not been for that perfect entry by the Buck, they could have salvaged that round as well. Choosing not to go to the same site more than once, they go down to church this time. So I really like this play by Team Raze, realizing that their whole top tiers might not have been perfect. And the Buck being played by Brainless once again, as well as the
Attackers have
Capitao.
located a bomb.
So the Capitao and the Buck were actually really influential in those the previous round. 2 kills by the Buck and the 2 kills by the Capitao. Two
10
new
seconds
operators
left
that they
before
brought
insertion.
for that round as well. So let's see how they
5
use them
seconds
this
to
And the
time.
insertion.
plant by the buck, it was by the buck as well, I believe.
Yeah, so the Buck
Attackers are
actually got
heading
the
out to
plant
defuse
in,
the bomb.
which is very, like, you don't see that a lot. You don't
That's
you
what
never see
won
the
them the round. That's really what won them the round.
Yeah, they had the side control, so they actually had the entire side to themselves. That's why they were able to get the plant down. Had the bandit been somewhere where he could have actually influenced that plant, he could have been able to stop the plant in its tracks and then played off of that retake where the attackers had to plant the diffuse as well. Anyways, round number 5 underway and 30 seconds through, and the attackers still nowhere near the building as Wicked once again holding inside strip. So this was a very damaging hold by the Jaeger last time, I believe, of Wicked, and he's holding inside here once again. Uh, Punch holes being made, so this is a very long angle all the way into stockroom as now Tlemi with the drones coming in. They realize, I believe, the position of the bandit is given away, but instead they're choosing not to battle him yet. Nerf Me actually spots the sledge. I don't know what the sledge was doing there. He drops straight down oil pit without even getting the default camera, and that's a sledge off a board. A very influential operator if you think about it, especially on a site like basement where you can easily open up that kitchen floor and wreak havoc on the defenders as Wicked, finally being spotted, is being lit up by the attackers. He's in a bit of a pinch situation, but as you've seen from before, he can fight his way out of it. The nades go out and Brainless actually finishes off the Legion, so that's blue taken care of, but Wicked is still on the roam upstairs and Garneo's actually coming in. They spots both of them and the German operators cleaning house here as they spot and kill the Buck as well as the Capital. And suddenly it's a 3v2 man advantage for Team Raze. Fair enough. I mean, this was a round that looked well in favor of Hive Esports, but that flank from Wicked and Scar on the Bandit and the Jaeger was just absolutely beautiful. The coordination on that peak was just mind-blowing as they got those
Yeah.
2 kills. 24 seconds left on the clock, and the Thermite and the Thatcher, the dream duo, who could possibly clutch this out, but there's no way they can
15
actually
seconds
do
left.
it. Now it's just
Well, they've
one round.
downed Wicked. I mean, they've got 13 seconds.
Yeah, but they're
10
coming
seconds.
against a smoke and an
5 seconds
echo.
to go.
The worst operators you want to face in the last seconds of a round. As they rush in, Abdullah actually just cleans house with his shotgun this time. What just happened? I was expecting the timer to just run out, but they just pile
Yeah.
in through one doorway, and the M590 is very unforgiving, and it just mows down Hive Esports.
Well,
Oh
when you
my
got
god,
that countdown right at the end, it stresses you out. You're just like,
it
okay, what do
does.
I do? I just gotta rush in and get this plant down.
It does, but at as high level of a play as Bro League is, I don't think it should phase these players. They should know what time it is and how much time they actually have left. And if they were actually panicking in those comms, uh, the future for this map is very in the air right now because I don't see them coming back from a 4-1 on Clubhouse. But this is the last round of the half,
Attackers need to
and
locate and defuse bombs.
they are defending CCTV once again. Last time it was Wicked on that Wicked clutch, well, almost ace clutch. Didn't get the ace, but didn't get the clutch round win. But this time, let's see how the entry from Brainless comes out. As last time, it was absolutely beautiful, and he was able to get the entry as well as the diffuse plant down. Skullmoid not picking the Valkyrie, so no Valkyrie this time. There's no IQ on the board, so the Valkyrie had have been a better pick
10
instead of
seconds
a
to go.
Vigil, but that just shows me that they're going to be roaming far more
5
aggressively this
seconds to
time.
go.
Wicked and Scar Neons have been absolutely amazing on those roams.
Attackers
Nerf
must
Me has
locate
been
and defuse
good
the
on that flex roll where he's holding onto key locations by just being there. As Skullmoid just making a happy face. They're having a good time. Anyways, round number 5 underway. Round number
Well, this
6.
time they got the buck, so you never know. Might go the way
Yeah,
it did.
yeah. Last time it was the bug that actually got that entry. He has been lit up by, I believe that was Nerf Me, laying down the shots. He does decide to go for the run out, and that's just poor awareness by
Oh,
the bug.
he
Fair
was
play.
drowning in though.
Yeah, he was just droning in, poor guy. As Telemi goes down, almost, and Nerf Me just finishes him with the pistol. Amazing roam play here by Nerf Me, as I was talking about him playing that flex role, and now he's just flexing on us as that castle, as I say that he's taken down by the Thatcher. So refrag coming in, but it could be too little too late because that's the buck off the board. Prodigy just holding this upside down rappel angle, waiting for someone to peek him. I don't know what they're planning to do with him. Do with Garage, as Calmoid has the rotation to fall back right into sight. They do have the drone on the Vigil, but now the flash is coming in and no bandit tricking this time, so they can get this wall quite easily. It is a 3v4, but now they have the wall open. Abdullah playing a very aggressive angle. Should there be anyone peeking him from the window, the balcony window, he could be a very easy pick. He is exposed from the window, but there seems to be information that there are at least a couple of players outside this balcony, but there is a castle. Okay, so
They got the castle barricade, so I
Yeah.
think that's why they're not worried.
Yeah, that is why. And Skullmoy now peeking in as the Vigil. He peeks out, gets the kill, and is immediately refragged by Mushi as Abdullah takes the position of a skull that Skullmoy was holding. He's going to be very aggressive with the shotgun. He hears the rappel, and this could get very wrong very quick. Once again, as this is Abdullah on the entry point. He peeks in with the shotgun, but he's unable to finish out the Thatcher. He uses the SMG11, but it's the Thatcher to actually get the kill onto Abdullah, as Wicked now just holding onto the doorway. Skarnios peeks out very aggressively once again, very ill-advised. There's only 18 seconds left. The Thatcher is down, so it's all down to Mushy in a 1v2. He's gonna peek by Skarnios as well, and that's a wrap for this first half on Clubhouse. Team RAZE just putting an exclamation point right there at the end. An amazing round once again. The coordination, Wicked has been absolutely amazing on that bandit. He didn't choose to bandit trick the wall, but he chose to play it safe, knowing that his teammates were the ones actually being the aggressors this time, and he was the only one who actually stayed back and didn't peek as much as he did in the previous round. So nice adaptation coming out from Team Raze.
And it'll be interesting to see now with the role switch to see if Team Rays can attack just as good as they were able to defend.
Mhm. um, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they do that. Clubhouse is a very defender-sided map, so if H1VE Sports can get their momentum and get their brain straight, can they
Defenders,
get their
protect your
comms
bombs.
straight,
Defuse by
they might
attackers.
be able to sweep this back. It is a 5-1, so it's not match point yet, but there's still that looming threat of 4 rounds that they have. So they need to get 2 perfect rotations to actually get the tie or at least get the win now, because they lose 1 round and they're going to be on match point. And anyway after
Attackers have
that would
located a
be
bomb.
to fight for a draw. They can't get the win after that, so they really have to
10 seconds to insertion.
pump the gas right now. They really have to go for it.
5 seconds
They
left.
are. They seem to be going for it. The Rook being played by them. The Rook as with
Attackers are moving
tandem
to
in
defuse
tandem
the
with the
bomb.
Pulse, possibly holding on to Kitchen. Yeah. So the Prodigy actually has holes opened up in the top floor logistics office, so he can actually shoot at anyone who decides to come inside that doorway into Freezer. So that's very smart play coming out from H1VE Sports there. But once again, if the Rook is actually droned out, he is a very easy pick for the attackers to deal with. Skullmoid on the Capital, just putting the Claymore down and droning in himself in. Just excuse us, as there we go. The feed is finally back on, and Abdullah just droning all the way into site. He's actually all the way down on
Going in.
basement doorway, so this seems to be like a very quick rush strat coming out by high by Team Raze, as Mushi just holding on to that doorway. He doesn't spot the Ash, who's actually made, I believe, has made all the way into Moto and is immediately shot down. So Abdullah getting a taste of his own medicine as he's shot down by the M590. So a very ill-advised move against a smoke with a shotgun right in your face. But anyways, 4v5, Abdullah seemed to be uh, full sending it, but half of the round timer is gone, and now the pulse is still alive. He still has that C4 with him, but the hatch seems to be opened by the Hibana from outside. So she was actually able to open it successfully. But Skullmoid going all the way to the top floor, drones helping him out, and they take out the Rook. So that's the top floor presence off the board now. The Rook still in the position that he was in
Bomb
the
located
start of the
by
round, and the
attackers.
drones helping him out. And now 1 minute left. Chelemi has a very hard job of holding on to blue as Wicked peeks all the way into sight. They have the Valkyrie stuck inside this blue area, but it's going to be very difficult for them to actually execute into sight because they haven't actually gotten rid of this Valkyrie. But the church wall being opened and the double kill coming out by a triple kill coming out by Sans Mercy on the smoke. The smoke has been absolutely brutal on Team Raze, as all down to Nerf Me and Scar once again. The dynamic duo, Scar rushing into the Valkyrie, and he's able to take her down. 2 EMPs and the crossfire by the Thatcher and the Hibana, as they're just fragging everyone out. They're
It's
just
only
peeking
15
everything.
seconds to go.
It's only 15 seconds to go, but Scar Neons actually taking down Sans Mercy in extremely close quarters. There you see EMP getting caught by the ADS, but how did Sans Mercy not win that fight? He was a smoke. He could have easily smoked out the Thatcher. Um, a very odd round coming out by both the teams. Wicked just full sent it into not Wicked. I believe it was Scar that was the
Yeah, it was
assassin last
Scar.
round. Yeah, so it was Scar, and he just full sent it into blue. He took out the Valkyrie, took out the Jaeger, and then he got pushed by the smoke, and he took him out as well. It was just beautiful gunplay on his part, but um, just not enough
I really thought
awareness.
Hive had it that
They
round for
did. It
sure. Like
looked like they did, but it was the the dynamic duo of Wicked and Scar. They've been showing up on the defense, and now they're showing up on the attack as well. They're just top fragging for the team, but yeah. So Wicked has 10 kills, and Scar and Nerf we both have 8 apiece. Abdullah not far behind as well, and Skullmoid on the thermite
Attackers need to
role,
locate and defuse
the
bomb.
dreaded thermite role where you are unable to frag and you actually have to do your job. Um, Anyway, Sun's Mercy actually has 9 kills. He got 3 kills in that round, 3 very huge kills on that rushing Ash, as well as when they got the wall, the church wall open. Match point for Team Raze. Um, this is not looking good. They have decided to change the site that they're defending, so they have decided to defend top floor, which is good. But I don't see this going any differently than what happened last round, where they peaked at the worst possible times and they were unable to actually win their gunfights when
Attackers
the
are
time
moving to
came to
defuse the
it.
bomb. Attackers drop the diffuser.
Camera activated.
Match point underway now as Prodigy is holding on to Garage, the Legion, a very good operator to hold on to Garage with his time-induced mines.
Attackers bomb diffuser has been dropped.
I don't see a bandit
Bomb
tricking
located by
happening
attackers.
anytime, anywhere here, so they can easily get the
Attackers
wall
recover
should
the
they
diffuser.
choose to. Mushi is all the way on the other side of the site. He does have 2 bad bees with him. He is falling back, so yes, he has fallen back to a bandit trick position. It might be going for one. The C4 going out, he misses the C4. Truly unfortunate. He does do a lot of damage to Nerf me, but Abdullah actually uses the SMG-11 and takes out the Jaeger, and that's a man disadvantage. And Nerf me just misses the Valkyrie, and Abdullah actually taking out Telemi, so he's an absolute fire right now, as that's 2 SMG-11 kills by the sledge, as Scar takes down Sun's Mercy, so that's a smoke off the board as well, and this is just a full-on rush by Team RAZE as Scar rushes all the way into side. They have side control, and it's all down to Prodigy on the Legion to take care in a 1v4. He will get pressured from so many sides, but he's unable to outduel Wicked. And ladies and gentlemen, Team RAZE with a landslide victory on H1VE Esports, 7-1 on Clubhouse.
they
Amazing
really
plays.
rushed in and they played it well.
They played it
in that
so
last
well.
round.
That was so well coordinated. Everyone just came in at the same time. You know, the rush into lounge, the rush into garage, the rush into construction, everything was so well coordinated and so well executed. I really have to commend
Mhm.
Team RAZE on that victory. So 7-1 is the final round count for you. Uh, Team RAZE is absolutely crushing H1VE Esports, and they will be going further up on the leaderboard standings. And we will be back with you shortly with game number 2 of the day.